Hey there, Mrs. Krulder here, and today we're going to do a little bit of a real talk about reading. In this assignment we're about to do, I ask you if you consider yourself to be a reader now, and if not, have you ever considered yourself to be a reader? And to reflect on it a little bit of what do you think has affected your life as a reader? I personally, from a very young age, have been a voracious reader. I have loved reading. And that's kind of changed over the last couple years. And I want you to think about if you don't love reading right now, and if you don't do a lot of reading, what has affected that? How have things changed over the years? I know that school does some things to kill the love of reading. I have to admit, we are guilty of taking away choice to a certain extent, taking away the time that you need to really dig into reading. And I think you can triumph over those things, and some of you may have, but I think that it's something that has really affected the way that I teach. And we will read some books as a class together. And I'm also going to give you some opportunities to choose what you read. And I really hope that over the course of this year, you can kind of understand a little bit more why reading is actually beneficial to you and you personally in your life, and why it might be something that you might want to make some time for yourself. Because I've noticed that as an adult too, that if I want to have time to do things, I have to make it for myself. And so hopefully I can help with that. But about myself as a reader, I've always been really intensely voracious reader ever since I could remember, ever since I was just before I can even remember. I've always loved reading. And reading has been kind of an escape for me. It's given me a place to go when life got a little bit too overwhelming or stressful. And it's also helped me understand people a little bit better because my interpersonal skills were not great, especially as a kid. I was an introvert and I didn't really know how to connect with other people. And so reading helped me kind of get inside the motivations and thinking of other people, and helped me not feel quite so alone personally, but also helped me know what it was to be a friend and to be able to connect. In the last few years, though, right after the campfire, actually, I experienced a loss of that love of reading. It was really strange to me because all of a sudden I didn't have that ability to just fall into a book like I had before, to just open up the book and it starts playing in my head like a movie, and it effortlessly. All of a sudden, reading was work again, and I've really mourned that. And only been in the last couple of months, really like the last month, that I've rediscovered that and found some books that are actually really engaging for me. And so, for this assignment and then for this year, I actually want you to be thinking about like what kind of books have affected you in your past, and go all the way back. You can go all the way back to when you were really little. My mom, I don't remember my mom reading to me a lot like I read to my kids, but I do remember her reading Edgar Allan Poe's poem "The Bells," and just super enthusing about, like, oh my gosh, Jory, you can actually like hear the different kinds of bells in what he writes. And it made me look at language in a different way, and it made me much more excited about language. I think that was probably my introduction to the wonders of language. And then you can read my 4 book journey. I've written what I'm asking you to write. Um, and see kind of how I've been influenced. And I'm really looking forward to finding out about what books have influenced you in the past. And also, I'm really excited about digging into some of the amazing stuff that I have ready for this year, and the stuff that you choose for yourself.